Yeah, welcome to Lit Cannon, special Super Bowl edition.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, from the
saw that there was a football thing, and I was like, oh, I guess we're doing a football thing, and did not think of any reason there would be any particular reason we'd be doing a football one.
Because the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, now in hindsight, it all is very clear.
Here. Let me know when you have protective gear.
I don't. Just go.
Just let me know. We're gonna. Oh, I could have done it then.
Go.
You fools! We are so far behind. That did nothing. It did nothing.
It didn't. Oh no, I think I see someone. Never mind, that was just a rock rolling. There are no other people. They're just sitting there waiting for us to be done.
Okay. But guys, there was a bill, and then I had a lightning, so I set the lightning off when she was in the bill.
Oh yes, and we should have just mowed through all of the tiny people, we were so far behind.
Okay.
Nothing.
You know, I don't think we ever introduced ourselves.
We didn't do any of this stuff. Didn't you cue in? Nothing.
I didn't think I did the cue in. I'm ThunderAF. That's B+.
I am B+.
This is the end, but we're probably going to put in the beginning to make it make more sense.
Yeah.
So, hello,
totally
everybody.
Didn't forget everything.
Hello, everybody. Segue. Excited for the Super Bowl. Awesome.
Who do you think's going to be in it?
I have no idea. I mean...
I don't even know how what the breakdown would be.
Me discussing football and picking the Super Bowl teams is the equivalent of you making a dream wrestling match. Like,
yes.
I don't know.
And I care so little that I can't be bothered to just pull out two random names.
I mean, like Mahomes, the golden boy. Let's go for Chiefs.
Chiefs again.
Chiefs again. The underdogs. They're a dynasty now.
Coming up on it.
They're not the Boston Red Sox. They're the New York Yankees. All right. Today.
Yeah, they're not even the Patriots yet, but, you know, they keep it up.
If you know, you know. All right. Today we are talking about Marvel's NFL Superpro.
This was so propaganda-y.
Superpro. Yeah. Number five. Which, yes, this is, Lawrence Taylor is in this one.
I don't know who the fuck Lawrence Taylor is.
Football player.
I picked that up from, clues from the reading.
Yeah, he did. He was, fun fact, he headlined WrestleMania 9 against Bam Bam Bigelow.
Okay, so this guy's just an attention whore. So he can't let go of the spotlight. He's got to go seek it in every other media.
Why not? Become a popular football player. Do other things. Registered sex offender now.
Oh, that's a more interesting fact to me. Although I can understand why you wouldn't have put it under fun facts. That makes sense.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so he guest appears. Superpro. Oh, right. Okay, so we start off at a football game. Superpro, who, what's his real name? Ken.
Something.
Ken, you betcha.
Something super white and straight like that, yeah.
So Superpro was like this ex-football player. He got injured. Like, he was interviewing this guy
son of a bitch. You
about
took my box
armor.
Again.
And the guy, so there was like a fire, and he ends up with the suit, and now he's fighting crime.
Yeah, I was a little confused. His secret identity is that he's like a reporter.
He's a sports news reporter, so he's always at the games.
Yeah.
And so luckily we start at a game. He's like, I gotta get an interview with these guys, and then all of a sudden,
someone
Phil.
Important.
His name is Phil. Okay.
Phil, the camera guy is Phil.
Phil Grayfield, sport reporter for Sports Inside.
Sports Inside instead of Sports Outside.
Yeah. So Phil. So during this game, all of a sudden a fucking giant hole opens up. Some Russian football players come out and they grab Lawrence Taylor and take him down a tunnel. And the only person to respond is Phil over here.
Mm-hmm.
They're just
everyone else just carries on.
He's a sports reporter.
And he rushes to the rescue. Like he rushes in. Like he's security. Like he's med. Just like
this. Like he's getting the scoop.
And remembered to bring his cameraman with him.
Yeah. So they get down to the parking lot. They're fighting. Phil's got to get away to turn into Superpro. He just does it in the van. And he's like, oh, I got to get faster at this. So, he doesn't have...
his camera guy that he's, just dragged along, he's like, come on, we got to go. Got to chase down these villains. And he's getting, accosted by, was it the mutant expansion team?
I know. I was
like, what is that?
No, that sounds like in the Marvel world, football was going to be having mutant football.
Oh.
Like mutants in a football game.
Okay, that objectively would be fucking awesome.
I think that's what it was insinuating. Yeah. And so I think that's what that was. That was just a joke. These guys are mutants.
Okay, but how much more interesting would sporting events be with mutants with superpowers?
It would be. Picture it. How would you regulate it?
You've got a set of rules per player.
I think it would be a capture the flag type of thing.
Yeah.
Because then that gives you the versatility of
defense
and offense and just how creative teams operate.
Yeah, it's not just with powers mixed and combined and everything.
Exactly, capture the flag.
It would become a capture the flag chess, life-size chess. This is an amazing sport that we've invented just now for a world that doesn't exist.
Capture, we didn't invent capture the flag.
Yes, but I would go get startup money to make this if mutant existed.
If mutants existed.
I'd be like, you guys, there's an untapped glory here.
Okay, so Lawrence Taylor is
being kidnapped by some Russian.
Yep. Superpro finally gets in. They're fighting. He has a lot of just football puns.
Yeah. I kind of just stopped reading those. At one point, I'm pretty sure I just started skimming, his whippy comebacks and.
That's a down play.
The one-liners. I was like, whatever.
What kind of play is that?
Always calling the boss coach. I was like, okay. I did notice that it was the Giants and the Dolphins playing, so I was like, hey, real teams.
Yeah,
and then,
Lawrence Taylor, real person.
And then after that, I was like, this is very clearly NFL propaganda.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so they get Lawrence Taylor.
I couldn't help but notice that, Superpro is his name?
Yeah.
Wearing all officially licensed NFL gear.
There's literally NFL Superpros in the title.
The blonde lady was like, I trust the NFL implicitly. I'm like, you do?
So, oh my God, the massage scene. He's getting the massage with his girlfriend.
I must have missed that.
What? After Lawrence Taylor's kidnapped, he's getting the massage from his girlfriend.
Is that when the blonde lady's like, I trust the NFL implicitly?
No, that was the next scene.
Huh.
But then the next day.
This bitch must not have been paying that much attention to any of the shit the NFL's done. Or covered up or not cared about.
That's right. Okay, he's getting the massage, and that's when he figures out all the kidnappings. Because all the football teams have had somebody kidnapped from their team.
Oh, come on. This doesn't, they could just be,
She's massaging.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. You're right. I'm sorry. I completely...
You gotta press the controller. Don't let us time out.
Here we go.
Okay. So, so he's getting the massage, and then he realizes what's going on. These people are kidnapping players from each team, but from only certain things. Basically, he realizes someone's building the team out of these kidnappees. And he knows who's next.
Okay.
There's one person left. So he goes to whatever fucking team this is, where like his old like fucking buddies, the quarterback there, and that's who they're after. Because like, oh, because I'm the best quarterback? No, you're the third. But he already stole players from that team already. Because that's how the guy works. So they have a good little roost about that. And then that's when the NFL chick pops up.
Oh, God.
And she's like, oh, sorry for his rudeness. Like, oh, we go way back. And then he gets something spilled on him. Like, yeah, sorry, they throw Gatorade on him.
I completely blanked all of this out.
They throw Gatorade on him.
As soon as it was viewed, I was like, done.
They throw Gatorade on him. And then she takes him to a locker room where he can have a shower and like he'll change. And like, oh, we'll dry you, clean your clothes. Like, thanks. Like he says it like, don't you know that like Gatorade gets sticky on you after a while? I'm like, yeah, that's why she brought you to the shower. Like she knows that Gatorade's gonna get sticky on you. Like I don't need to be mansplained. But that's where she's like, oh no, NFL, I trust them with my life. But okay, should we
implicitly?
Yeah, so then weird. So the quarterback's gonna be safe. We have security, but all of a sudden a fucking blimp descends down
with
upon
a van tied to the bottom of it. A blimp with a van tied to the bottom of it appears.
Descends down. The football players are back, the evil ones, and they grab the quarterback. And Superpro's like, no way. So he rushes down there,
and somehow he gets onto the blimp.
Yeah,
van.
He's super. So he jumps onto the blimp. His cleats pop the blimp.
Yeah, which is an issue.
So they're all descending. So the van. So he gets onto the van. He's trying to fight him. The van like cuts loose.
And he is clinging to the bottom of the van.
Yeah, so he smashes, and then you find out that he's clinging to the bottom of the van as the van drives to the home base.
Where he goes, I really hate this part of the job.
Yes.
And I was like, how often are you clinging to the bottom of a van tied to a fucking blimp? How often does this happen to you?
That's the worst part of the job.
And after that, like they go to an abandoned
stadium.
The hideout is an abandoned stadium, which made me think of like this is some sort of bizarro Gotham, like with all the abandoned amusement parks. I'm like, oh, no one thought to look at the abandoned stadium for the football kidnappers.
And so they take the new quarterback into this practice field where all the evil football player are, and there's this coach who's just yelling things
like deranged, like namby-pamby, and like just like super weird.
Mercy was the woman's name.
That was his daughter.
Yeah,
that the NFL didn't give a fair shake to.
Yeah. So. Okay, so Superpro gets snuck up from on behind and gets captured, and that's when the coach is like, "This NFL didn't give us the right shake, so I'm gonna create the greatest football team ever," and so he's kidnapped what he believes is now the greatest team made out of all the teams, and he's gonna have them play football against the mutants team that he has, which is not
I mean, as far as evil plans go,
and this will like prove that his team is dominant. He's a better coach.
As far as plans go, it's a little thin or stupid.
And so the game
or any number.
So the game starts. Lawrence Taylor's playing. Superpro breaks free.
He uses a piece of his helmet chin strap to
that's
loosen.
Right. He uses a chin strap to loosen the bolt. Like he uses it like a screwdriver.
He like full MacGyver's it. Which I'm gonna say at that moment I was a little attracted to him. I was like, oh okay, boy's got science and engineering skills as well. I'm interested. I've got a type. I love a good. I was influenced heavily as a child by MacGyver.
And so he gets out. So they start playing, or they start just fighting.
Which how did the coach coach think he was gonna get the players to play? Like the kidnapped players, they were just gonna be like, oh, well, I mean, he said we have to, instead of like trying to fight themselves to freedom, like all these professional athletes. What was the incentive to make them do this?
They were kidnapped. They were
and they were going to be compelled. How were they going to be compelled to play instead of like turn around and use their massive size and muscles to try and get away?
Pride.
Who cares?
The Headhunters. That's what the team is called.
They had nothing to prove to this weird rogue team.
And, okay, that's right. The team was the Headhunters, the bad guys. They were a team formed out of players that the NFL deemed too violent. Like that is like just go join wrestling, guys. You'll get better money doing that than you would this scheme.
Well, I was like, even then it's like, okay, if you win, so what? you don't win the right to become like a team that gets to play. This isn't like some sort of dragon union situation where you have to like meet some sort of secret rules to not be criminals and be allowed to play.
Like the legend of the Headhunters, like they're such a good team. We have to see them on TV, and NFL's like, no, we're not fucking doing that. And the people are like, give us the Headhunters. Like, your NFL's a joke now that the Headhunters aren't in the league. And
that's what would happen if they went over to wrestling.
No. If the NFL was like, nah, you're not playing. Because they would have gotten the upswell of the people demanding of the best team.
I don't think that's what would have happened. I think that implies some sort of like contract agreement that the NFL would absolutely not allow.
Like the fucking. Did you watch the finale of Mighty Ducks with me?
The new series?
Yeah, the new series.
No, I did not.
Like, okay, so the fucking just coach of the team makes a fucking deal to completely lose the branding of the Mighty Ducks and give it back to them if they win this game, and they take this to legal binding. Well, this guy has no authority.
Yes, but
I realize that
Pompey's a lawyer, so he could actually draft up a contract agreeing that.
Because like I realized the CEO chick was like, no, like as whatever head, I approve this agreement. Like, no, like there's no way this goes down. Like this coach has no authority to even bring this idea to the table.
Oh, because he doesn't own it.
Yeah, he's just a fucking coach. Fuck. And so, yeah, I don't even remember what I'm talking about.
The Mighty Ducks coach that didn't have the authorization to gamble with the logo and naming rights.
Yeah, like insane. So somehow back to Superpro. They're doing the fight. And the next big twist, one of the players is Mercy Sutter.
A girl?
A girl.
A girl playing football.
How? Like, bam. Like, she's just fucking kicking ass and fit as hell.
But she also wasn't given a share fake.
No.
A fair shake. A share fake.
No.
Oh my God. I'm pretty sure I saw this movie. It was
that's right.
Little Giants.
Yeah, that's right. No, she's like blah blah blah. They never gave me a fair chance. The NFL will give anybody a chance. Is what he says.
He does indeed say that in this propaganda art for NFL.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. He gets hit with an exploding football. She's the one that catches him. She's the one that catches him there. So she's the one that throws the exploding football that gets him noticed. Buck Sutters, that's the coach's name. Buck Sutters, evil coach.
I mean, that's a name.
And she literally had to do a wardrobe change at one point. She was in gear, then talked to him as Mercy Sutters. She hadn't revealed yet, and then back in gear for this next bullshit. So she's playing like multiple fucking sides.
She is playing 3D chess on this genius plan of kidnapping
of course, it all falls apart.
Sports athletes and forcing them to play a game against their will.
Yes, it all falls apart.
I mean, this could
Superpro.
Maybe if they jigsawed this, they kidnapped kidnapped the professional players and their families.
Okay.
And the families were jigsaw-esque, saw, contraption, danger, and that's what was driving the players to play and to win.
You need more motivation.
I do need more motivation
for these football players.
I do. I can think of no reason if I was a professional athlete and I was kidnapped. Oh, this is me here. And made to play a game. I'd be like, I don't know who the fuck you think you are. I'm going to be taking my friends to fight you to get the fuck out of here. Bye. I will not be engaging in your football terms. Oh, what are my incentives? What are you going to do? Well, show me what you will do.
Yeah.
So, apparently these NFL football players are little pussies that can't stand up for themselves.
They're doing it. They're playing football.
Well, they're dancing for their captors. They were kidnapped. It's a matter of honor.
So,
this might be the most passion I've ever felt about anything that involved football.
Oh, shit. So Superpro, saves the day. And then Mercy and Buck and Mercy get away. And they're like, we vow revenge. I think they came back a few issues later. The end. The Superpro. Movie, no movie. Think NFL and
I think I just pitched my
Disney.
Your
jigsaw horrifying.
Yeah.
Juxtaposition of
like a Squid Games-esque horror movie. I think I can make it happen. I think I can sell it.
Okay.
Right? It can be done.
Superpro MCU.
Okay. Let's not get above ourselves here. You're not even close to being worthy there. No, you're not even legacy. You're even maybe Sony's Morbius universe.
In association with Marvel.
In association with someone who once worked with Marvel.
Football players are being kidnapped. Nobody knows what's happening. Superpro goes undercover, and he lets himself get kidnapped. Mm-hmm. And they get put into the football, the Kraken games, and it's just physical games, and they're all fucking eliminated because this fucking coach is like, I'm gonna form the perfect team. That can, imagine, Michael Jordan going from basketball to baseball and all that, but a fucking team. Just fucking a whole team just winning NBA, NFL, MLB, Premier League.
Just a team of the absolute.
And they could just do everything.
Geniuses.
That's what this coach is trying to do. And Superpro has to save the day from the inside. Well, his photographer partner.
The cameraman should be his love interest, because then when they're both kidnapped at the same time, they have
So are we?
They have the ransom motivation.
Are we changing the gender of the photographer, or is this going to be a gay romance?
Well, you know what? Hadn't even crossed my mind as a gay romance.
Think about it. Just let it fester. And so they end up in the Squid Games. So the coach isn't necessarily kidnapping straight from NFL games. That's just, man, I want that to happen though, but maybe not. Maybe that's the bold one. But they do boot camps, and then just some people go missing. Some people don't come back from boot camp.
I'd watch that.
So how much you bench, boy? 275, sir. Damn good.
This cheese sucks. I don't like this stupid cheese world.
This cheese stinks.
Stinky cheese.
All right, well, I guess we're outie.
Bye.
Oh, not so fast. Give it time. Mm-hmm. Do-do-do. 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 Bye-bye. Bye.